And now, Bottom Split Theatre.
Welcome back, everybody, to the third race in Week 13 Bottom Split Theater. We're going to have a redux of the Lime Rock Park 10-minute race with the Mazda MX-5. My name is Michael Derby. In the booth, yet again, is Alex Albert and David Haynes, and joining them is Tom Ellison. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Michael. So glad that you could join us here for the final race. Mr. Ellison, me and Mr. Haynes have seen quite the exciting battles tonight, and I hope it continues on here to our final race. So in honor of showing up late, why don't you have the honors of taking us through the field?
Absolutely. Thank you, Alex. Hello, everybody. We're gridding up already here. We're getting ready to go racing. On pole, Lynn Wilson. Lynn Wilson number 2, in fact, with a very quick lap time, 59 seconds. Next to him/her on the grid is Daniel Vort. Behind them, Jose de las Casas and Lingard Miller. Joel Miles, Adam K. Walton, Franco Carosello, Frederic Bissani, Mikhail Bloch, Eric Jensen, Francisco Raspagliese, Michel Liriano, Brandon Owens, Michael Haynes, David Weishart, Joseph Renault, Jeff Hicks, and Paul S. Harris round out the grid. 18 drivers taking the grid for this bumper Week 13 special event at Lime Rock Park. 10 minutes racing. What do you reckon?
I reckon that we're going to have some good racing. It looks like our pole sitters quite a bit faster in the field, about 1 second over second. But then if you look, it's from second to seventh are separated by 1 second. So I think we'll see quite a bit of battling there, second to seventh. Afraid that Lynn, maybe he, maybe she, I'm afraid they might get away. So what do you think, David Haynes?
This will be a good race, I'm sure. There's a few names in the field that I recognize. Michael Haynes was in our race an hour ago, and there's a few other names, including Daniel Vort and Michel Liriano, that I'm recognizing. So we had a good race an hour ago. This will be good.
Yeah, I think we'll go all the way to the time limiter, which is 18 seconds out. I think we will have cars starting from the pit lane, but that would prove to not be a bad decision in our last race.
Now remember, SR safety rating is still in effect in this, despite being Week 13, so there are some drivers here just wanting to maintain 0 incidents and get to the checkered flag.
Engines are up.
Oh, we have a jump start.
Go, and now they're away. But yes, as you mentioned, we had a jump start, and he made the mistake of not going. Oh, and lots of contact there, avoiding the car that jumped to start and didn't
Franco
go.
Carosello there, causing mayhem on the grid, but the rest of the cars seem to be fairly cleanly through turn 1 here. Lynn Wilson already making a little bit of a break at the front of the field. Jose de las Casas holding off Joel Miles for second here, but it's tight as they go to the complex.
Oh, very tight. Oh, lots of side-by-side racing, a little bit of door banging. I even saw them 3 wide, which there's not much room for that here at the very narrow Lime Rock Park.
Yeah, we had Francisco Raspagliese at the back there. Looks like he had a bit of contact and was pushed wide. It's not what we want to see. Not what we want to see in this top split motor race.
Yeah, Liriano has made contact with quite a few cars out there on this first lap. Doesn't look like his car's too damaged, so maybe he's been able to, well, ooh, sorry, the front is very damaged. That's at least a 4X.
And here we have some action to turn 1. Looks like we have a pass happening 3 wide into turn 1 here. And, oh, there's contact there for sure. Lingard Miller there making contact with Daniel Vort into turn 1.
Joel Miles getting the best of it.
Yeah, he got away scot-free there. Some impressive driving to hang on to 3rd place there from Joel Miles.
Everyone managed to stay on the tarmac there, which was very surprising for 3 wide into the first corner here, the biggest braking zone on the track.
I mean, these guys know they only have 10 minutes, and that's the only place where you can really get a pass done, so they'd be foolish to wait.
Right, and as viewers of Bottom Split Theater know, our timing screens light up with red boxes around the battles, and all except for 2 drivers right now are lit up. So we have battles all up and down the field. The mid-pack is just so close. I think we're going to see some action here with Miller, Valt, and Warner. And there we go. We got some positions changing. And car's diving onto the pit road.
Yeah, Lingard Miller into the pits there with some damage from that turn 1 incident. He might take his fast repair.
Meanwhile, right up the front, Lynn Wilson had made a break, but is now being closed down. It's quite close for first, second, and third now. Jose de las Casas and Joel Miles still within a shot of taking the lead away from Lynn Wilson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lynn's got a little bit of bodywork damage there on the front left of the car. I think maybe they would have run wide, maybe at the top of the hill at some point, but had a slow lap last time, and things are closing right up at the front.
A few places you could scrape the front left on an outside wall here, not only turns maybe 4, 5, and this corner right here it would be possible.
I mean, these guys are professionals. They can hit anything.
Yeah, so this is great to see Jose able to take the fight to our leader. We were afraid he might slip away. Oh,
right out
and
sideways on the dirt there. Adam Wharton smacks the wall. Just too much dirt on the exit of the final corner. Ran wide. Could not hold the slide.
He tried his best. That was a brave move, and now he's cutting straight across the track. Oh, that was a good move.
He got away with that. His car heavily damaged.
To be continuing in that damaged car. Brave from the number 1 car.
Yeah, I can see the toe is adjusted. Hopefully he's able to get it around without spinning anymore and get it fixed up next time by.
And out of the front here, Lynn Wilson still in the lead. The last lap was 0.2 faster than Jose de las Casas in second. And they were both faster than Joel Miles. We have a bit of a battle on his hands here with Daniel Vaught, who's closed out right behind him in the battle for third place.
Yeah.
This one could be the one watching.
Yeah, Miles really looked like he had his hands full at the top of the hill. And here goes the 6 car by him.
Yeah, good run from Daniel Vaught. Goes to the inside. Is there any overlap? Almost. Bold on the brakes would be able to get this done. They're almost side by side. Daniel Vaught keeps it to the tight line. Joel running wide.
That's nice racing through there. Joel,
here we go, fighting back.
Space.
Ooh, not so much that time.
I like to see that. That was respectful racing from both, but Joel got on the power a little bit too much there, and he's run wide. He's in the grass. He's going around.
And now Daniel's standing on the podium provisionally.
Joel will be upset about that. He did everything right to that point, but just got a little over-enthusiastic on the throttle coming through the complex, and was punished for it. And now he's going to be in the clutches of Eric Jensen and Michael Block just behind them. There's going to be action right to the flag here.
Yeah, and I think Luriano also smells blood. Luriano's been making time on the Block and Jensen drivers. Oh, as Luriano runs wide into the grass.
He's worried about the length of the grass here at Lime Rock Park, but it's a bit shorter out there from his Mazda now.
Landscaping services, of course, provided by the entire Mazda Cup field. One of the many aspects that is modelled accurately by iRacing. And things appear to be settling down a bit in the field here. Franco Carosella running 15th after his jump start and pit stop. Has some decent pace, but I think it's mainly just trying to look and make up some positions so that cars drop out ahead of him. Any relation, David?
No, I don't know I'm related to Michael Haynes, but anything could be a surprise. Oh, Carosella gets it looped in turn 4.
Yep, and the best battle that I see right now is Jensen and Block. Block almost got around him that last time.
Lingard Miller in the background there, just taking to the grass at the top of the hill. The car can get very light over that crest. But you're right, here's Jensen and Block battling down the main straight. I don't know if there's going to be a chance for an outbraking move here. He's quite far back. That would be a brave move.
Yeah,
but he's going to go for it anyway.
There's only a few minutes left. Why would you not try and fake out your opponent? Bold move, but there was never any overlap. And
as the
someone else behind them. Yes,
wanted to get into the action,
drifting on the grass.
Rejoining there dangerously in front of Paul S. Harris. Luriano running out of talent a little bit in turn 1. A dangerous rejoin, but I think everyone else is unaffected.
That's what's most important. So, up at the front, your leader, Lynn Wilson, still with a pretty commanding lead of about 3 seconds now over Jose de la Casa. A little bit farther back from them is Daniel Vaught, now coming across the line. So Daniel is right around 8 seconds behind our leader. Now Miles coming across, that's 4th. And here comes Jensen and Block. That's 5th and 6th. That's the battle. That's our closest battle here with 3 to go.
Block likes to turn in early for the first corner, get deep on the brakes. Not sure it's the fastest line, but if I was seeing that in my mirrors, I'd be a little worried.
Yeah, he's just showing the nose to the inside to let Jensen know that he's there. It's what we call the Tyler maneuver, in the hope that the driver ahead will be so distracted looking at his mirrors that he may miss a braking point or indeed roadside marker.
So here we go. Is he going to be able to go? And Jensen runs a little wide, able to gather it up, though. That can sometimes be dangerous and the end of your day.
And behind them here, Lingard Miller looks to be trying to get involved in this battle as well. His last lap was over a second faster than both of these guys. I think he might be a little bit keen to get involved in this battle for 5th. Although he might be a lap down.
Yeah, he is in 13th, but...
that's not going to stop him.
No.
No, with 2 laps to go now.
Here we
Michael
go, Block.
again looks to the inside, racing out of the Australia Club, puts his nose to the inside and says, "G'day," and I'm not sure that was entirely welcome.
He is a little bit closer this time.
Oh, here we go. He's running a tidier line. Jensen just not keeping it on the racing line, getting in a little too deep, pushing wide. Block a little slower into the corners, but much tidier.
Yeah, I'm not sure Michael Block is tracking out as well as he could be, but definitely turning in early enough, getting the nose to the apex, and I suppose that's half of the battle.
Once the corner's half done, then you're pretty much set. That's what I've learned from my experience. But Michael Block here, he's driving aggressively, and hopefully just trying to put off Jensen on the final lap.
There's a pretty wise head on Jensen ahead of him, though. We've seen this from Block a few times, but white flag, they've got 1 more lap to go. Really look to the inside, and he just likes to point towards the apex when he gets the brakes on her. Don't know if that's the best line, but it's not falling back from Eric Jensen.
All right, so our leader, the last time up the hill, Lynn Wilson working through the kink here, catching a lap car. I don't think that's going to be a problem, though. Last time down the hill, the number 2 car, Lynn Wilson, coming out of the New England Club. That'll be
Jeff
Lynn
Hicks
Wilson.
says, "Please put me a lap down. I'd like to end this now," but that's all right.
Lynn is the honorable thing.
And there's your winner. Here comes second place, Jose de la Casa. The 4 car, your second place finisher, and Daniel Vaught rounds out your podium. Oh, and Joel Miller backwards across the track here on the last lap. He was going to be your 4th place finisher, but there goes Jensen. There goes Block. And there goes Owens. So there's 3 positions.
Very costly mistake on the last lap.
Able to keep it ahead of Liriano, who's hard charging here at the end. So Daniel Vaught on the radio to his crew, thanking them and the field for such a great race. So I think we saw some great racing here tonight. What do you guys think?
I agree. I think we've seen a clinic here put on by Len Wilson, who I think maybe had a little bit of an issue on lap 2, but was able to recover and just drive away from the rest of the field. Solid drive from Jose de las Casas in second, keeping Lynn Wilson honest, but not really threatening at any point. Daniel Vaught rounding out the podium in third, strong drive from him. And then there was action throughout the field. I think we've seen pretty clear racing. No one was too aggressive or naughty, and I've been impressed by the standard of driving here in Bottom Split Theatre.
Yeah, a few things to note there. That's a mark of a good driver from Lynn Wilson. Make a mistake, but not let it be fluster you. Hit your marks again, get back in the rhythm, and stay out there. And then also a good drive by Eric Jensen to one of our bigger movers up 6 spots from their starting grid, and to keep their calm under what looked like some rather aggressive driving behind from Michael Block.
Yep, I have to agree with all those points. I think it was some great racing. I hope everyone joins us again next week when it'll be week 1 of season 3 of the iRacing calendar, where we'll be back with our normal programming. So I hope to see you then. Thanks again to Michael Derby running the cameras. I'm Alex Albert. That's Tom Ellison and David Haynes. And we're Bottom Split Theater. Thanks again.
Good night.
Night, everyone.